everybody. Come on in, everybody. YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, Facebook, even diamondandsilk.com.
Right.
Come on in because we have a lot to chat about. You all know that President Bush passed away at the age of 94. We're going to touch on that.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about the fake news, how they trying to tie Russia to Trump.
Very fake
news. It's so fake. The Democrats unveil its first piece of legislation, and it's not even what they ran on, y'all. We're going to talk about that.
Yes, we are.
Obama want to take credit for oil, prison reform. Where the black people at?
Where they at?
Where they at?
The black leaders.
Yes. FBI raised home of Clinton whistleblower, and so much more.
So much more.
Silk, are we up on all portals, girl?
We are up on all portals.
All right. Hit it, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome to Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live with your host Diamond and Silk and Silk, oh Silk, oh Silk.
Yeah.
What a long week, girl. But before we get into the topics of this week, listen, tonight's show is being brought to you by the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Tour. So I want you to head over there to diamondandsilk.com, click on Chit Chat Tour to get your Chit Chat Tour tickets.
Yes.
Silk give them the rundown of where we're going to be.
Certainly will. We're going to kick this thing off in Washington, D.C. at the Trump International on February the 23rd. We're going to go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina on March the 9th. Grand Rapids, Michigan, April the 13th. Mobile, Alabama on May the 18th. Billings, Montana on July 13th. Palm Springs, California on July 20th, and many more dates are being added.
And it's Palm Desert, California on July 20th.
Did I say Palm Springs?
Yes, you did, girl. But no worries. But listen, you all. So head over there to diamondandsilk.com and get click on Chit Chat Tour to get your tickets. And next year's theme, 2019 is Flip It Red. Keep it red, okay?
That's
so get your tickets, diamondandsilk.com.
Yeah.
Also, you all know that the holiday is here, okay?
Yes, it's
Christmas
here.
time is here. If you're looking to get lovely Christmas presents and Christmas gifts for your loved ones, go to diamondandsilkstore.com and do a little shopping there. Hey, I love this little cup. I love this little mug. I've been drinking out of it almost every day, you all.
Don't forget the glass.
Yes, so go to diamondandsilkstore.com, you all, to get you some goody for the Christmas holiday.
Yes.
And the one thing I love about the holiday, you get to say Merry Christmas. This is the second year.
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
I
Christmas.
absolutely love it.
And we'll talk about the one to remove Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer song.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Well, you all, let's talk about President Bush, who passed away at the age of 94 years old. You all, he passed away. He was the 41st president of the United States. And he served this country in many roles and in many capacities. He was a naval aviator, a congressman, an ambassador, an RNC chairman, a CIA director, vice president, and then he even went on to become the commander-in-chief.
Wow.
You know, he was married to Barbara Bush for 73 years.
Wow.
Can you imagine being with somebody for that long?
Ooh, that's real
73 years.
That's real true love.
And if anybody know or have been keeping up with the Bush family, you all know that his health has been failing. He's been in and out of the hospital.
Yeah.
And this time they asked that he want to go to the hospital, and he was like, no. He was ready to go home and go home, but go be with his wife, Barbara Bush.
That's what he saw. He wanted to be with his wife. And so that, I mean, it's you know.
When you've been with somebody for 73 years, I don't, you know, he just, you know. But the Donald Trump tweeted out, President George H.W. Bush led a long, successful, and beautiful life. Whenever I was with him, I saw his absolute joy for life and true pride in his family.
Yeah.
His accomplishments were great from the beginning to end. He was a truly wonderful man and will be missed by all.
Yeah.
Now, President Bush returned to Washington today, where he will lie and stay at the Capitol until Wednesday, and then they will go ahead on and,
And I saw where, after Miss Barbara Bush passed, they reached out and got him a companion dog.
Okay.
And the dog is so beautiful, just laying there. And,
right in front of the casket.
Right in front of the casket.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm here to console. I'm here.
Right.
And now that I've did my job, the dog got to move on, but the dog is laying right there. And they said the dog would travel in the plane all the way, throughout the funeral and everything.
I'm surprised that dog isn't grieving and crying.
The dog is grieving.
Okay.
It's grieving. It is grieving by laying
But that's
there.
just how it grieves. Okay.
That's right.
Right.
Sometimes if a dog was there for a longer period of time, you may hear the crying.
Okay.
But this dog is.
I'm scared of animals. I'm scared they're all gonna bite. I'm just so petrified of them.
That's one thing. Good thing about a dog. I mean, they love you no matter what. That dog is the companion. And
maybe I do need to give me a dog. At least I know somebody gonna love me whether I start mouthing off or not.
All he gonna do is be like.
Well, you know what? President Trump is expected to be at the funeral.
Yeah.
So we'll see how everything go down this week.
Yes. And like they were saying, don't be sad. They are sending him off really nice and celebrating his life.
Celebrating his life,
doing.
you all.
Yes.
Don't focus on the death, but celebrate his life. He lived to 94 years old.
Yes.
He served our country. He was the president of the United States.
One of the oldest presidents.
He was the vice president of the United States. Oh, he's older than Carter.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay,
they said that he was the longest living, the oldest, the longest living thus far.
And so he's lived a well, prosperous, beautiful life.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And he will be missed.
Certainly.
Okay, you all. So, listen. The president went off today. Ooh. He went off. Now, let me calm down. Because people would be like, Diamond, you are so loud. Would you just calm down? So I would calm down.
They got to understand what type of conservatives we are.
But here's what I don't want you all to do. Stop trying to dim my light.
That's right.
If you got a problem with my light, how about you pull down the shades?
Or put on some shades.
Okay?
Yes.
Because listen, when I'm passionate about something, I'm surely going to talk about it.
And they got to understand we've been loud since day one.
That's right. Don't be asking me to change
Wait,
stuff.
3 years later,
I'll calm down just
calm
a TV. And let me just go ahead and address this too.
Go ahead
so
and address
people want to know, why are we putting out older videos? Because it's still relevant today. It's oldie but relevant.
But still relevant.
It's still relevant because it's still going on.
That's
you
right.
you have this here Mueller. All of this money that we kicked out. And still, for what?
For what?
For what?
I think over 49 million, I think is what I last saw.
And taxpayers' dollars. Ooh. So what we were talking about then is still relevant today because it's still going on today.
Yes.
It's still going on today. Yes. But anywho, girl, so the president, let me just go ahead on just say what he said.
Go ahead and say what he said.
He tweeted, Michael Cohen asked judge for no prison time. You mean he can do all of the terrible, unrelated to Trump things having to do with fraud, big loans, taxes, etc., and not serve a long prison term? He makes up stories to get a great and already reduced deal for himself and get and this was another tweet, his wife and father-in-law, who has the money, off scot-free. He lied for this outcome and should, in my opinion, serve a full and complete sentence. I will never testify against Trump. This was another tweet, you all.
Yeah.
I will never testify against Trump. This statement was recently made by Roger Stone, essentially stating that he will not be forced by a rogue and out-of-control prosecutor to make up lies and stories about President Trump.
That's right.
Nice to know that some people still have guts. Bob Mueller, who is a much different man than people think, and has an out-of-control band of angry Democrats, don't want the truth. They only want lies. The truth is very bad for their mission. So Mueller, he went off.
Mueller don't fool me. I know exactly what type of a man Mueller is.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly what type of man Mueller is. And Cohen, okay, he's just like that pig being turned upside down squealing.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. I want people to understand this here. First of all, before the president became the president, he was a powerful man.
Yes.
We know today he is the most powerful man. He was a powerful man back then.
Right.
When you are powerful and you have money, there's a team of people that works for you that do certain things for you.
Right.
Am I correct?
That's right.
But here's what people are not getting. Sometimes people that work for you have their own intentions, have their own agenda, at hand. And they do stuff off the cuff that don't even have anything to do with who they working for.
Right.
And then once their hand get caught in the cookie jar, they expect for the person that they work for to bail them out. It don't work like that.
Right.
And when I start doing my research, that's what I'm seeing with Cohen.
Exactly.
The president hired him to be a lawyer.
Right.
All of this other stuff that he got himself into, why are you tying that to the president? Exactly. It has nothing to do with the president of the United States.
But let me explain.
Explain. Okay, go ahead and explain.
But see, when you have a prosecuting team called the FBI, and they corrupt from the rooter to the tutor, and they go after the closest person that's to Trump, which is Cohen. They went into his personal life and found crimes in Cohen's personal life to try to tie Cohen to the president.
Right.
So they are saying to Cohen, if you tell us this, then we will do away with that. If you tell us this, then we'll do away with that. And if you notice, each and every time, you do not see where Cohen actually literally said something. There's always something that's been a statement that's been put out that Cohens have said this and Cohen have said that. And so that's the same thing that they want Manafort and this other gentleman to do. Roger Stone, this other gentleman, Jerome Corsi. They want them to take and say, okay, we got you by the balls. Can I just say balls?
Okay, you already said it.
We got you by the double D's over here. Okay, so while I got you over here, I need you to squeal and say that this happened over here so that I can tie this to this.
But that would be a lie. Okay, but
I know it's a lie.
Right.
We know it's a lie. Go ahead.
But if you all can remember, go back to July when Peter Strzok was before the judiciary system. The committee.
Yeah.
He was testifying. He said collusion is not a crime.
That's what he
said.
If
collusion is not a crime, what are we doing?
What is this investigation?
What are we doing? Why do we even have an investigation?
Right.
So it should be against the law.
Yep.
For even somebody to want to go back into somebody's past because of an allegation of collusion that's not even a crime.
It's all a setup. It's to make it appear like there is some type of Russia-Trump collusion to make the characteristics of our president look bad before the American people so that these corrupt politicians can continue to have power over America. That's what it is.
Well, listen, the very fake news is determined to make sure that they tie Trump to Russia.
Yes.
And Russia to Trump by any means necessary.
Yes.
Even with reporting the story in the manner to where it may appear to be a certain way when they know it's not.
That's right.
When that stuff was going on in the news about Cohen.
Yep.
I'm like, why are they tying the president to this?
That's right.
If Cohen go in and plead guilty to liar, then he's telling us he's nothing but a liar. Why are we even believing him? He went into court. Didn't nobody make him do that?
Right.
He went into court, and the things that he said to the Judiciary Committee or whoever he was testifying before,
right.
He the one made that stuff up to say. Didn't nobody coerce him to say that to the Judiciary Committee or the people
He's being coerced now. He's being coerced after the fact. See, he went in and said what he said.
Okay, but he's right. He went in and said what he said.
That's right.
But don't make it look like the Trump team told him to say that.
Right.
And that's what I see when I'm listening to the fake news.
Exactly.
Is what they're trying to say.
That's what they're trying
to say. That
do.
don't have anything to do with President Trump.
Right.
He went up there and said what he said because it's what he said.
That's
and
right.
then he said, "Oh, I lied about it."
That's what Michael Cohen. That's what they're saying. Michael Cohen said.
Right.
That's
right. Now, if we gonna start charging people with collusion. Then why are we charging the DNC?
Why?
Crooked Hillary with collusion.
Uh-huh.
Colluding to stop Bernie Sanders. We got proof of all of this
got
stuff.
proof of that.
You know, if we gonna say something about collusion, it's now a crime.
Yeah.
But according to Peter Stark, collusion is not a crime. If collusion is not a crime, why are we here today?
That's right.
What are we doing? And why have we spent right at $40 to $41 million on what? This is some BS. This is some sugar, honey, straight iced tea, and it's sickening.
It's
because it's taxpayers' money wasted and gone for what?
And that's the reason why they try to silence conservative voices, because voices like Diamond and Silk were telling y'all what's going on. They don't want the truth to get out.
Right. And we've been telling you all. This is all fake. This is not. This is
all of this stuff
conjured up, manufactured, a witch hunt.
Yep.
And I even tweeted out. I don't even have my little tweet. I tweeted out back in July that what Peter Strzok has said, and if this is not a crime, then why is the Trump team being investigated? This is what I wrote you all. I tweeted on July 13th. Peter Strzok stated earlier that collusion is not a crime. If collusion is not a crime, then why are millions in taxpayers' dollars being spent on a Russia collusion investigation? This is a witch hunt. It is, you all. This is a straight witch hunt.
And we see it.
And here's the deal. I don't believe Mueller have not one thing.
Why
do you think he's trying to squeeze these people that don't even have nothing to give him? Well, if you don't tell me this, I'm going to go after you and do that.
Right. And it's scary, because imagine you live your life, you're 70-something years old, you have a wife, you have kids, you have a particular lifestyle, then all of a sudden somebody with all of this power can hold it over you and look down upon you and say, if you don't do this, I'm going to take this from you. You won't have your wife, you won't have your children, you'll be behind bars for the rest of your life if you don't say it this way.
But don't people know you're going to reap what you sow? That seed that you plant in the ground, when it grow up, it's going to be for you.
That's why I'm looking for everything's going to flip. The tides are going to change, because there's too much evidence showing these people, the FBI, the James Comeys, the Hillary Clinton,
and that's James Comey. Speaking of James Comey, so they want to talk to him before the year is out.
Right.
So he's trying to make commands and demands on how they need to talk to him. It's an absolute unequivocally no, James Comey.
Yeah.
You are a citizen, an American citizen. You don't work for the FBI. You don't get to make your commands and tell them what they're going to do and how they're going to do it.
That's right.
If they want to talk to you behind closed doors, then you go up there and you talk to them behind closed doors.
That's right.
The only reason he wants this to be out in the public is, one, so that he can grandstand, and two, so that other people can hear his testimony. So when they're called up there, they can go ahead off the false pretense of probably what he's going to put out.
Exactly. And if you remember, whenever they was investigating Hillary Clinton and the emails and everything, everybody that came up there that they wanted to hear from and testify, all of them plead the fifth. None of them got trapped in this here, this trap that Mueller has been trapping these people in, this perjury trap. None of them.
Well, Mueller is the one running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
He certainly is.
He's been trying to find something to stick. Nothing will stick, you all. And these are real. And listen, and now he's resorted to things like perjury traps, intimidation, and even alleged blackmail tactics.
Yes.
Because when you tell somebody, if you don't give me this, I'm going to do that.
Right.
Ain't that like a blackmail to you?
That's exactly like a blackmail.
Ain't that like a blackmail to you?
Hell yeah,
allegedly,
like a blackmail.
Allegedly.
That's
you
exactly
know what? Even
Jake
Jake Tapper on the fake news said. But once again, I look at these documents and I don't see any evidence of conspiracy between members of the Trump team and the Russian government to interfere in the election.
That's right. So with everything that the fake news, the very fake as hell news, they faker than this synthetic wig on my head.
They fake.
Everything that they are spewing out there, putting into the universe, putting into the ears of the American people, are they going to follow up with the truth? Are they going to be able to follow this up with the truth? Because see, the fake news work like this. First, they put all of this out. All news, the mainstream.
And don't have to even be no truth to it.
Don't have to be no truth to it.
Right.
They put it out and put it out there. Just throw it out there day in and day out. Then when the truth come out, they come out and making a public apology. Okay, make a statement, but they don't pump that statement out like they did the lie. So you never get to hear the truth behind a lie.
Oh, see, that's what they do. Listen, Manafort took a deal to tell what he knew.
Yep.
He did, and Mueller said he lied. Only because Manafort didn't say what Mueller wanted him to say. Okay, what do you call that?
That's right. That's right.
Trump lawyers are saying that Mueller is trying to pressure Manafort into saying that there was some sort of collusion between Russia and Trump.
Yep.
And Manafort won't play ball.
He won't play
and they're
that ball.
upset with him about that.
That's exactly what's upset with Mueller. And you know, when I look at this here, Diamond, that's exactly how they railroad these boys, these especially these black boys. Y'all know who I'm talking about up there in the hood. That's how you get railroaded. They want you to turn on this one and turn on that one. So if you got somebody that's not used to going to jail, never been to jail, don't want to go to jail, they'll turn around and say whatever they need to say against this person just so they can close the case.
Right. Just so that they can close the case.
Just so they can close the case.
Well, you know what? So when I see this is why when this is over with, some people at the top need to be gone when it comes to this Justice Department.
Yes.
And some things is going to have to be changed.
Yes.
Because if you do this here to somebody.
Yep.
Look at what they're doing to private citizens. Who's protecting?
If they're doing this to the president of the United States, who's the most
powerful man in the world, just an average citizen.
Yes. We don't have the money to fight that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like some of these people do. And then come to find out, a lot of them don't even have the money to fight it.
Because Mike Flynn lost his home.
They have to sell their homes and different things with this foolishness here going on. And the only thing that they're getting is crimes, certain so-called crimes that a lot of people never went to jail for. They was never prosecuted for.
No. What I'm seeing is that when it's come down, people are just being locked up for a few days for lying to the FBI.
That's what I'm trying to say. On the Democrat side,
here's the deal.
Locked up.
And here's one more thing. Why is the fake news in these news organizations in discussion? This is people just being locked up for lying to the FBI.
Because they want to make it appear like this is a Trump-Russia collusion.
And it ain't no collusion.
It have nothing to do with it.
Collusion is not even a crime, you all.
Yes.
Collusion.
And then I looked at even 72-year-old Jerome Corsi. He said he will go to jail for the rest of his life than to sign something that was not true.
Right.
That's exactly what he said. And somebody asked him about that, about the deal, about the plea deal, and he said that it was fraudulent.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Right. Because it required him to lie. Well, you want me to read what it says?
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, it required me to lie, and it required me to violate various regulations, and even I thought commit fraud, and I won't do that. I will not lie to keep myself out of jail, and I realized that I could go to jail for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I'm 72 years old. I may die in jail, but I'm still making this decision. In my heart, I went in to tell the truth.
Right.
Did my best to tell the truth. And I won't swear before God and a judge something I consider to be a lie.
So he didn't go in pleading the fifth. He went in to tell the truth. But this is how they wanted him to tell his truth with a lie.
But I want you all to understand what you all see and happening to Jerome Corsi and all of these other people. It's the same. This has been happening for years.
Yes.
Especially to my black brothers.
Yes.
You know what we're talking about. You go in, they try. You know you ain't done nothing, but they say, okay, we're gonna give you this here and this here go away, but you have to do this much time in jail so that the prosecutor can be like, well, one down, another one bite the dust.
Yeah. Or we'll go after your family. We'll go after your mother. We'll investigate this and that. And you'll be like, I don't want y'all touching
not only to black brothers, but a lot of people that's caught up in the justice system. That's why I'm so happy that the president wants to change some things.
But some good news came out today, reported from Fox News. Mr. Jerome Corsi on today, he filed a criminal and ethics complaint against Special Counsel Robert Mueller's team, accusing investigators of trying to bully him and to give him false testimony about President Trump. The complaint, which Corsi had threatened for days, is the latest escalation between Mueller's team and its investigation targets. The 78-page document asserting the existence of a slow-motion coup against the president was filed to a range of top law enforcement officials, including Acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker, DOJ Inspector General Michael Horowitz. Okay, I don't want to mess that up. DC's U.S. Attorney Jesse Liu, and the Bar Disciplinary Council. That's a tongue twister,
Disciplinary,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Dr. Corsi has been criminally threatened and coerced to tell a lie and call it the truth, the complaint stated.
Woo!
Yes, girl, this is all done
Come
went
on,
down.
come on.
Yes. According to Corsi's complaint, they wanted him to demonstrate that he acted as a liaison between Stone and WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange on one side and the Trump campaign on the other side regarding the release of hacked emails from the Democratic National Committee. So now they wanted him to be the man in the middle, the connection, as if he knew what was going on between Trump and Julian Assange with WikiLeaks.
So Trump team and Julian
WikiLeaks
Assange
to make it look like Trump knew about these hacked emails and that they was corresponding together.
And they didn't know.
And this man don't know jack. But this is what the Mueller and them wanted him to lie about.
Good for him.
Yes.
Good for him.
Yes,
Good for him.
Yes. So the complaint states that Mueller's office is now knowingly and deceitfully, deceptively threatening to charge Dr. Corsi with an alleged false statement unless he gives them false testimony against Trump's and others. So
fight it.
This has been
fight it.
This has been a mess.
You've taken and you've railroad people.
Yes.
Is what they are
exactly
doing.
What they're doing.
And this is this is over criminalization.
Yes.
And this is an abuse of power too.
It certainly is.
Abuse of power.
But you're prosecuting these people. You're prosecuting them for lying, but you want them to tell a lie.
Ooh.
The hell out of here with that stuff.
Get the heck up out of here
Please.
with that.
So real quick, I just want to just really say that, once our president, of course, gave his answers to everything, now you have Cohen that has come out and made his statement.
Right.
He testified to the congressional committee that discussion to build a Trump Tower in Russia. Russia's capital ended on January 2016. Now, all of a sudden, after Trump said that it ended on January 2016, Cohen changes his story and say that it had lengthy, substantive. He had a lengthy, sensitive conversation and engaged in additional communications concerning the project and discussed possible travel as late as June 16th.
Stop right there.
Come on.
When you remember what I told y'all, when you have people,
Yep.
a team of people that works for you,
Yep.
but everybody have their own agenda. And the person and the one that they work for don't even know what's going on.
That's right.
Don't even know what's going on.
That's right.
So this don't have anything to do with President Trump. This is about Cohen going out of the scope of things,
That's what
doing
he's saying.
his own thing.
That's
look
exactly
like.
what he's saying. So at the end of the day, what the hell does this have to do with Trump collusion?
It does not have anything
Russia
to do with Trump.
So-called Russia interference in the election. And I only see one source of interference in the election, and it ain't Russia.
No.
It's not Russia. I don't see no Russia interference. I see some Democrats
that interfere. Just like they did this here past midterm election.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm telling you all a lot of stuff. We're going to keep you all updated and informed when it comes to this here.
That's right.
Because you all, it's a lot of stuff. So when you see us putting out the oldie
That's
but
right.
relevant,
That's
we
right.
put out the oldie but relevant videos.
That's right.
Because we were talking about it then, and now it's proving itself out today.
Now. And can I just also just really add to this, because this gets me to my core when I really think about it. They want to try to make it look like that President Trump was going to put a tower there in Russia. It's like a pay for play type thing. If he became president, now he have a connection to Russia, and they can.
Now this is what they're saying.
This is what the fake news and the Democrats and the Mueller is trying to make it look like. But this is what I just need to get people to understand one thing. That you had Hillary Clinton with the Clinton Foundation.
Yes.
Still accepting foreign money from these foreign entities.
As Secretary of State.
Secretary of State. And while running for 2016 as the president, she still had her Clinton Foundation accepting this foreign money.
Yes.
Because she thought she was going to be the president.
Uh-huh.
The money dried up after she lost.
That's right.
What does that say?
That's
Why isn't anybody talking about that?
Another thing, President Trump was a businessman, and it is not a crime to build your business over there in Russia and China or wherever you want to in this here country. It's not a crime.
It's not a crime.
He can have businesses everywhere. He's a businessman. And then, now that he's president, his children brought that. So he didn't do anything wrong.
And what I see happening, Diamond, what I really see happening is that you got the good old boys that played for a particular team. You have President Trump that's came in and disturbed the status quo.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, okay, we're going to show you what gets done to you when you come in and disturb the status quo.
Right, because they want to continue to get their kickback, patty whack, give a dog a bone. They want to continue to get their money, honey, hands over fist, baby. But they don't realize the gravy train is coming to an end.
That's right.
So now that the gravy train is coming to an end, what they're trying to do is disparage, demean, disrespect this sitting president, baby.
That's exactly
but call them out, President Trump. Don't stop calling them out. Call them out, because we, the American people, this is what we need to see, you all. This is what we all need to see. This is what's going on in our country. It's been going on. Now that we have a businessman up there running things, now you get to see it full-fledged. They're trying to make it where nobody will want to run for president again.
A politician, not even a judge.
Yeah,
look at how they did Kavanaugh. And you know what I found out? It's bigger than what we thought.
It is. Woo. Listen, speaking of bigger than what we thought, when we come back, we're going to be talking about the Democrats. They unveil their first piece of legislation, and you'll be surprised at what it is. Woo. We'll be right back with more Diamond and Silk Chit Chat. Hey, y'all. Okay, so I know that you all have been having problems with these social medias not getting our notification. You can't find us. You're getting booted off whenever you watch a video. So here's what I want you to do.
Listen up.
Go to diamondandsilk.com and click on Chit Chat. Yes, we back, baby.
That's right.
With Chit Chat at diamondandsilk.com. So if you can't view it on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, then go on over there to our website.
That's right.
diamondandsilk.com.
Because you know they're coming for us, right? Oh, girl.
Go, 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 go. Hey, y'all, go to diamondandsilk.com and click on Chit Chat Live. Diamondandsilk.com. Go ahead, go ahead.
Twitter.
Oh, go, 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 go. Y'all ain't got nothing on us.
Nothing.
Forget you, YouTube. Get out the way. Diamondandsilk.com. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Do you want to see Diamond and Silk keep this thing going? I mean, keep this here thing moving?
Really?
Well, go to our website, diamondandsilk.com, and contribute. Right there, diamondandsilk.com. You can make all of your contributions right there on our website, diamondandsilk.com. So we can keep this party moving on and on and on and on to the break of dawn. On and on and on and on. Like hot butter popcorn. Just on. That's diamondandsilk.com.
So, you know, Diamond, I am just so excited about the First Step Act that is being implemented with prison reforms. And what I'm most excited about is the fact that we have a President Donald J. Trump, that wants to sign this into law.
You may not have a family member in prison,
right?
But if a prisoner get out and he don't have the tools that he need to be successful, he may come and break in your house.
That's right.
Or he may commit another crime, and it may affect you and your family. You have to understand that most families are severely impacted by a loved one going to prison, and when they get out, sometimes they're not able to re-enter into society.
That's right.
Where they can make it on their own. And so this should be a bipartisan effort on both sides of the aisle, where people are coming to the table. Let's get this signed into law. So that's why we need you to sign up for conservative justice reform. Hey y'all, join us for Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live on Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are back.
Yeah.
So you all, okay, so the Democrats unveils their first piece of legislation. And they said, here's what they said now. The first order of business for the Democratic majority in the House next year's is legislation that push for election financing and voting reforms. It expands voting access by creating a national voter registration system, giving people more access to early online voting. Stop right there.
Stop right there.
Okay,
Stop
now
right there.
if I'm sorry, I can remember that all of a sudden they pulled a fast one on the American people, and they said that what they're going to be pushing. The reason why you should vote for them is because of healthcare. If you want better healthcare, vote for the Democrats, because they're going to make sure that they push some legislation for healthcare.
That's what they said.
Now, you see how they just did a 52 fake out?
This is
how they said one thing and did another one? How they talked off both sides of their mouth? They all talk and no action.
No action.
And they just proved it.
No solution,
and
no
when
resolution.
And when I look at what they're trying to push, they're trying to find ways, to me, in my humble opinion, is cheat.
That's just the truth.
Why is it that we want to offer people online voting? So if you offer me online voting, how you gonna keep track of that? Will your mama be able to vote, and then will she be able to vote for your grandma and you and everybody else?
And then go back to my ancestors? For them to vote?
Or start voting for dead people?
There you go.
And see, what they're doing when it comes to our voting system is they're trying to set this up so they can have loopholes so that people can mac the system.
And cheat.
And cheat the system.
That's right. That's exactly what they're doing. And so you know how, like, in California, how you was in California, was like they flipped all of
Orange County
seats and all the Republican seats, right? Let me tell you how they did.
How they do it, girl.
Okay, so in California, a California law had passed in 2016. Okay, and it was pushed by the Democrats.
Okay,
the law is called AB 1921. Okay. It allows voters to give any third party, not just a relative or someone living in the same household as was previously the law, to collect and turn in anyone else completed ballot.
Stop right there.
They always stop right there.
So is that why they were going on the streets of California to the homeless, to the tents, giving them $1 to sign a ballot?
Actually, I have video. I got video.
Let's take a look, y'all.
Oh, it's Lulu. I came here to pick up your ballot. Yeah, we're offering this new service, but only to, like, people who are supporting the Democratic Party. It's a service. I'm just here to pick up your ballot and show you how to do it if you don't know. Yeah, it's new. Bill just passed last year at the end, so there's been a problem with, like, people, like, half the ballots that were mailed out last year didn't get back. A lot of people weren't signing the envelope in the back and stuff, but yeah, well, I mean, I can show you the bill that was passed and stuff. It's not like I'm going to take it and fabricate it, but it has to be sealed and it has to be signed for me to even touch it.
So you see what we talking about?
You see?
Now I hear them talk about voter suppression.
Yeah.
But what about voting cheating?
That's right.
Voter cheating.
That's right.
Okay, because see, here's the deal. You sending somebody to knock on doors to pick up ballots. How do we know those ballots is going to make it to the place they're supposed to?
That's
How
right.
do we know that those ballots are not going to be tampered with?
That's right.
At least we know when you mail it back in, you can't just open those ballots. You got to, it's a certain criteria that it's got to meet before you can open. People got to be around before you can just open ballots.
That's the reason why they're going to have to take it back to the olden days. Yes, honey.
How they do in the
Where
old
you
days.
take, and then when you went in and vote, they stuck your finger down in some ink. And that's it. You have to go in and vote. All of this mail in.
Yeah.
All of these provisional ballots.
Well, I like the mail in.
I like it too, but the deal is
that's ways
those
to
are
cheat.
the loopholes that got to be closed.
Yeah.
Because that's how, if you don't want socialism here, you're going to have to close the loopholes. Because what's happening is these Democrats have found a way, all of these different ways of cheating. That's why they were so upset and have been upset that President Trump pulled it out. Because, see, they wasn't betting on all of these people to come out for Trump or to switch.
I wonder how much stuff that they do when he was running.
When I tell you that the Democrats do not have all of this support they want us to think that they have.
They don't.
The world do not want socialism. Do you see these caravan of people running over here from their countries, from socialist countries and third world looking countries and stuff? They're coming over here because they don't want it. So if they come here and the Democrats gonna give them, where we gonna run to?
That's right. That's right.
Or where they gonna run back to?
Right.
So,
it would also allow more federal money to make state elections more secure, as well as limit money in politics and prevent members of Congress from serving on the board of corporations. So here's the deal, you all. I want you all to take a look at the House of Representatives. I'm not talking about the White House. I'm telling you to watch the House of Representatives. Watch these congressmen and women. The ones that ran on talking about they were going to fix your health care. They're not thinking about your health or your health care. They could care less on what happens to you because they're trying to push an agenda.
Yes.
They know they cannot fool black folks.
You know how?
They know that the president ain't gonna open the border and let an influx of people come up in here.
That's right.
Okay, they already the illegal aliens. So any other measures, let's put it in place so that we can cheat. Go ahead.
And you know how I know that they don't care about our health care?
How?
Because they gave us Obamacare.
That's right.
That's
if you
why they
cared
don't care
about it.
That's
You
right.
would have read through Obamacare and say, no, we can't do this here foolishness right here. You know they getting Obama without the care. You know these people are being shortchanged, but you didn't do that.
That's
but
right.
I need all of America. I don't care what side of the aisle you see. Look at the House of Representatives. Look at what they're doing up there in Congress. They don't care about your health care. They ain't pushing nothing because they trying to do something so that they can get more voters.
Exactly. More voters. And now they're also trying to push something so that they can look at the president's taxes. They can care less about health care. That's what they're trying to do. And I think they should push some type of legislation, or pass some type of legislation so that we can see all of Congress, all of the congresswomen and congressmen. Let's see all of their bank accounts.
Starting with Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
Now, I know you finna go into something, but can I just make one quick point?
Go ahead and go on into it.
So you all remember people was coming out, Nancy Pelosi can't be the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi this, Nancy Pelosi that. Remember?
Yes.
All of a sudden you don't hear that no more.
You don't hear that.
Who got that kickback patty whack?
That's right.
How much money was paid? Who was paid off allegedly? Start checking the bank accounts of some of these people.
That's right.
You will see some stuff. This is what they do.
This is exactly what they do.
This is what they do.
But see, they want to pass legislation to take and try to see Donald Trump's tax returns, but why don't they show America?
How the hell seeing his tax return, how that's working for the American people? I thought you said you was going to go up there and work for the American people.
Right. And pass some type of health care.
Not look into somebody's taxes.
Right.
Not figure out how you can cheat the system by having somebody go door to door to collect ballots and we don't even know who this person is. Yep. And it's going to have us questioning the integrity of an election.
That's right.
But you all set this all of this stuff
we need
up
to
like
see
this.
that. We need to see it. And push some type of legislation so we can look into the Clinton Foundation and see which foreign entities are giving her all of this money.
Back in 2016 especially.
Yeah.
And what part of America was she planning to sell off? Allegedly.
Girl, let me tell you.
Because that foundation, baby,
I believe that
was getting a lot of money.
The Statue of Liberty was on her way.
Allegedly.
I believe it.
Allegedly.
I believe it.
Allegedly.
Because I'm trying to tell you.
Look, I'm just telling you, a lot of things is crooked and it's really messed up. And if you want to know why, they do what they do to this sitting president. Yeah. They don't like the fact. See, the president is not beholden to donors and to lobbyists.
Yes.
He's not beholden to these people.
Right.
He's not.
No, he's not.
You know, he's not.
He is not.
I'm sorry, somebody is texting me.
Okay.
So he's not beholden to any of these here people.
Okay.
And hey, he's not.
Well, with him not being beholden to these people need to understand that our president did not take any money for lobbyists, for these different donors and different things when he ran for president.
Right.
Okay. And another thing that he's not doing, he's not even taking money from the American people, but $1. Because he gives the rest of his money away.
But I bet you Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and all of them take money.
They taking money from lobbyists,
donors. And they get their paycheck.
Yes.
These people go in poor, come out filthy rich, hand over fist.
You wonder why certain legislations won't get passed or be where it's benefiting, where it's going to benefit the American people.
Right.
The reason why those legislations don't get passed is because people have paid these people off. Why do you think these people won't open borders all of a sudden?
That's right.
Because there is a group of people that's paying these different congresswomen and congressmen off to keep those open borders there.
And it wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't big corporations.
Right.
Because you want these people to come over so that you can drive down the wages, pay them less wages.
Right.
And then we all get stuck in the middle of that, the American people. With the president about to pass prison reform and giving people a second chance, these people are going to need good jobs when they come home.
They're going
get
to
out.
need it.
And by leaving our borders over, just letting them cross here illegally, without even batting a doggone eye. Where does that leave the American people? Where does that leave the people that's getting out of prison? Where does that leave the people that want to come up in this country?
Yeah.
Put America first is what we're saying. But y'all going to have to vote for America being first. And you can't continue to vote for the same people that keeps you stuck like this because they ain't thinking about. They ain't thinking about no doggone insurance.
Well, you know, the other day I was looking at TV. And there was something on with Meek Mills. He's a rapper. He was on the Very Fake News with someone. And you know, he said a few things. They was talking about prison reform. And it's just a few things that got to me. And I know we got a few more minutes before we have to go. But he said when he was being interviewed that many other, himself, and many other formerly incarcerated people are trapped inside of the system that's extremely hard to get out of. Is what he said. Okay? And, you know, I have a video.
Okay, let's take a look.
Yeah, my vision of it is I see that some of these statutes and laws are basically targeted towards a certain group of people where we are like trapped inside of a system that's extremely hard up for us to get out and control. I don't know who made it. I don't know who responsible it became. Many years before me, I was born into this system, into this lifestyle, and I don't feel like anybody is addressing it to try to help fix things. It's a lot of things in the system that clearly don't make sense to the world, but it's going on today, and it's keeping many young black men caught up in the system without even committing crime.
So, Mick, who do you think put the system in place?
Who do you think?
Who do you think put this system in place?
That's right.
Let's go back to the 90s when you had President Bill Clinton that signed a crime bill into law.
Yeah.
Oh, there were Democrats that went on ahead and put that in place for him to sign it into law.
Into law.
Okay.
Right. And here's the deal that people don't want to accept. It was black people that did this.
Right.
But they had a white man to sign it. So they can make it appear like, see, there is this thing that what Democrats do. They want you to be mad at the white man. Okay?
Right.
So that's why they put a white man there to do that, to make it appear
wait a minute. They didn't put him there. He was the president of the United States.
Well, I know he was the president of the United States. And I know that he went through the process.
Right.
I got that. But what I'm saying is, people don't understand who was behind the scene doing this, because what they want to put in your mind is that a white man did it.
And the white man doesn't want to have you locked up.
Right.
But who? Because let me tell you something. The president don't write laws.
Right.
Congress write laws.
Write it.
The president sign it into law.
Right. And the Democrat Congress, they are the ones that pushed this and wrote this. It's what I'm trying to get people to see.
Right.
It's not that they took and say, okay, we're going to put this white man here to say you signed this. No, this is what they're indoctrinating people's minds to make us think.
Right.
That's what happened.
Or they try to blame it on the Republicans.
Okay, let me get real.
Go ahead, get real, girl. Get real.
Okay, so you know that there was slavery.
Yes.
Who sold slavery out? Who sold slaves out?
Oh, first it was a black man.
It was a black man. Mm-hmm. All right.
Sold us into slavery. Then they said, look at him. We're going to go pick y'all all up.
Right. All right. So then after that, now you got the Democrats here, okay, that Democrat Congress that pushed for this crime bill that Bill Clinton signed.
Right.
Okay? Who sold black people out?
Oh.
Black Congress. Okay?
Uh-huh.
All right. Now you have President Trump. Okay, because let me take one step back.
Take it back.
You have President Obama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right? Now, his black side did nothing for black people or their black issues where it pertains to the betterment of the black community.
Did not. It really didn't.
He did not. As his black side, what did he do to black folks? Sold them right on out. Now,
hey, he went in with no change, made out with a lot of change, and shortchanged a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Now you have President Trump saying, we need to do prison reform.
Right.
We need to come to the table and get this here matter squashed and squared away. Is what we need to do.
We need to give people a second chance in this country.
Chance at life.
When they make a mistake, they can come back out, get back on their feet so they won't end up in the same place that they were at.
We need to do away with some of these provisions from the crime bill, from Bill Clinton crime bill. Remember that the Democrats put in place.
That's right. They put that in
Black
place.
Democrats put in place and pushed.
Black Democrats helped put in place and pushed.
That's right. Yeah. All right. But on the prison reform that President Trump is trying to do, where the black people at?
None of them want to come to the table for
where
that.
They at?
What is this?
Okay, now I'm about to break it down.
Okay, break it down, Sil. Break it down, girl.
Break
it, girl.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of these black elitists and your so-called black leaders have a stake in these private prisons.
In some of these private prisons.
That's right.
We'll say allegedly.
We can say allegedly all day long, but they have an interest there, and they don't want you out of prison. They don't want that because
they make their money.
Right. They can't make money off of an empty cell. They can only make money off of a body. Unfortunately, it got to be your body. And let me just say one more thing, how they trap you.
How they trap you, girl? How they trap?
This is how they trap your body there. So then...
Did you really say this?
Well, that's what you told me to say. That's what you told me to say.
Go ahead. How they trap you, girl?
This is how they trap your body there. It's like a revolving door.
It's a revolving door.
So of course, you do your crime, you do your time, and you got to do your time if you did your crime. But when you get out, they put you on what's called probation.
They tell you, okay, you're on probation.
You on parole, you on probation. All right. But there's different things that happens when you're on probation. Okay. So you have to first the conditions. You first got to get a job.
You got to get a job.
Then you got to pay your probation officer.
You got to pay
the fees and different things. Then you got to visit the probation officers. Okay, and then
whether you got a car or not, and if you've been locked up for 30 years, you probably don't even know how to drive. That ain't my problem. You got to catch the bus, a cab.
Do what you got to do. Right. And then some of them have curfews attached to it. Okay. But now, if you can't get a job because society's already got it fixed and said you can't get a job because you have a felony against you, then how will you pay for your probational fees? Okay.
Be hard.
And then if you have no money to purchase a car or pay for somebody to take you where you need to go to see your probation officer, okay, how would you visit the probation officer? But when you violate one of these conditions that we just named off, even if it's not criminal, you know what? they send you back to jail.
So it's a revolving door.
That's how they revolve you back. That's how they revolve. It's like recycling you right back into jail. It's how you. It's what's going on. This is how the system is designed. But the deal is who put it there. So when I listen to Meek Mill, he is too ignorant to know that the person that he is going against is not the one that put it there. It's the ones you're sitting in the midst of. Your Jay-Z's, all of these Snoop Doggy Dogg, all of these people that have all of this grand money. If you notice, anytime something is about to happen for the betterment, especially of the black community,
up under this president,
all of the black people come out and talk against it because they don't want your black behind out of prison. They make money off of you being locked up. That's what they do. And that's why none of the black congressional members have come. The CBC, they get out in the streets. They march, talk about no justice, no peace. The president wants you to come to the table.
You don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that because you got a stake in this. Obama wasn't pushing no prison reform. He got a stake in this. I bet you.
Allegedly.
I bet you.
Allegedly.
Yes, because if they push it, then somebody's going to miss out on some money.
Allegedly. So we would say when it comes to Snoop Dogg, when it comes to Jay-Z, even when it comes to Obama, allegedly. Do you have a stake in this? Is that why you didn't push it?
They got to have something
because somebody threw out that, Obama did push it.
When?
Obama started pushing justice reform at the end of his term. He had 8 years.
He mentioned
and the only reason he mentioned it because people started calling him out on it.
He mentioned
and then he started running around acting like he's doing something. But I can say is, for you not to want to come to the table, people will question, do you have a stake in this?
That's right.
This is a $1 billion business. You ought to have people locked up.
Yes.
And if you notice, let's go back to the Clintons.
Yep.
They were taking money from private prisons. So when he signed this into law, bam, I know how I can feel them. I feel them.
Yep.
I have this here law.
Exactly.
Well, hey, I don't care if you go in the store and you steal a penny candy.
Yes.
If you steal that, even if you did something harsh twice, but you do something that minute, we gonna lock you up for the rest of your life.
And that's why these congressmen and congress ladies and women's, whatever you want to call them, are getting filthy rich because they have these lobbyists, these people that have a special interest in this,
some of this stuff.
Paying them.
So now that brings me to just hear what you're saying that. So when I saw like the Maxine Waters and some of these I don't think John Lewis came to the table.
That's right.
Some of these black people did not come to the table for this Second Chance Act. Are they tied to some kind of interest in these prisons?
Kickback. That's the kickback that a lot of these people is getting. Because if look at Van
and I'm just
Jones.
asking, are they tied to it?
Look at Van Jones. Now Van Jones is not tied to this, to it. You know why he's not tied to it? Because he's come to the table.
Right, and he's not being biased.
He's not being biased. I want to get something did for my brothers and my sisters.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So when I look at that, I'm like, he's not being this is bipartisan.
Right.
Is what this
and
is.
And everything should be bipartisan.
It should be bipartisan.
Because see, this is what gets me with black people. I keep hearing you talk about it. We need this to change. We need that to change. The president said, "Whoa, I agree.
Yes.
Let's give him a second chance." But won't nobody, y'all don't want to come to the table. Now, even though it's already passed in the House, now it's in the Senate.
Right.
We want this bill to pass in the Senate. This is a start.
Yes.
This is a start.
It's the first step
but I think what we're doing is, and people always say this here to us, Sil, that we are always bashing black people. No. We are calling black people out.
That's right.
Because we want you all to come up a little bit. Hold up. You've been preaching this, and this.
Same stuff.
When somebody is put in place, and we're going to put these measures in place to help you with this, and that. Now you kick against this, and that. Which one?
Yes.
Okay? I know you want to have it your way on this issue. You can't have it your way.
Yes.
You can't.
Look at how they got the system set up. On every corner, just about, there's an ABC store.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Then there's a drug dealer on the next corner.
Right.
Then you got churches on all of the blocks.
Right.
So they either want to keep you drunk, high, or wishing for something.
Ooh. Silk, you know, it's been a lovely show, you all. It's been a lovely show. Listen, don't forget to, you all, go get your tickets at diamondandsilk.com. Chit Chat Tour coming up in 2019.
Yes.
Flip It Red, Keep It Red is the theme for 2019. So go over there, diamondandsilk.com, and get your tickets. Make sure you visit the Diamond and Silk store and go get you a lovely mug and some more stuff that's over there in the store.
Yes.
Also, they also got the little signs to go out in your yard.
Yes.
Vote right, vote red, vote Republican.
Yes.
So go get you something, you all. diamondandsilkstore.com. Don't forget, every day at 11:21 we pray. We pray for this country.
Yes.
We pray for our president.
Yes.
We pray for you. We hope you pray for us.
Yes.
Prayer changes things,
Yes,
you all.
it does.
So make sure you pray. Anything else?
Nothing else.
Okay, listen, y'all. We was just coming to give y'all a 211. We call it 211 because it's 2 of 5.
And we're the ones giving it to you.
So in the meantime, in between time, we will see you next time right here on Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.